oh wow, this is the X-Men. This is the
Yes.
X-Men. This is the X-Men on Disney. This is the X-Men on Disney, and Marvel with all them. Yep. And this is Thor. This is Thor. And so it's really cool, and I talk about this a little bit because I'm much more aware
Mm.
of what it
Mm.
is that this means, and that can make you scared.
Hmm.
But I balance that off with the fact that I'm the age that I am, and I got the years behind me that I do, and I
Mm.
trust myself a lot more than I used to,
Mm.
Mm.
and I don't. I'm not as hungry anymore. I don't have anything to prove. I don't have
Mm.
to prove to a soul that a little black girl from Barbados has a right to be out here. I done proved it,
Let's
did
go.
it,
Hmm.
did it. So when I walk into that studio, there's a part of me that's going, "Oh boy, oh boy, this is Storm. This is Storm in the X-Men. X-Men 97 is Disney. Oh boy." And the other one's going, "Just stop it. You got this. You've done
Mm.
Ooh.
it.
Love
You
it.
are this. Just just open your mouth and do your job." And so it's an interesting, beautiful, tense balance between those two things. And I'm just really happy. And and one of the big perks of this is meeting people like you.
Mm.
Like,
Oh, let me put this up here.
I was
we
so getting
didn't
holding back these tears until now.
You
No,
better, you better stop, man, because you know
I
what
am
I'm saying? What you
tired.
gonna do right now?
we didn't know we were alone telling our story in a little studio,
You made it.
hoping that this story was going to reach people. And now I sit here with people like you, and we talk about what this means to people who look like us.
Hmm.
And it is it is a very, very cool thing, and it is the thing that I'm most grateful for, is to be able to share like this, and to know that this is a community that I'm part of, that
Hmm.
I'm not just an actor doing a
Mm.
job in a pretty cool role, that there's this whole community of people, and I get to see them and I get to talk to them.
I
There
gotta
was
say, oh, go
uh,
ahead,
oh,
Tiffany. I'm
I
sorry.
think I attended a X-Men fandom panel probably back in 2021 at San Diego Comic-Con, and Lenore was on that panel. I think she was the only voice actor on the panel, but that was one of the things that she had expressed. And for the audience that doesn't know, that y'all would receive tons and tons of fan mail and all of these things from children like me, but they didn't tell y'all about it. They didn't tell you anything about the impact you were having or the fans that you had. So y'all really had no idea. And then suddenly here we are as adults. We're just like, "Ugh, Mom, like, we were waiting for you." And so,
Yes, yes. And it's beautiful. It's everything is this sort of awe, and it's awe-inspiring, and the beauty. I mean, beauty and terror. Beauty and terror sometimes go hand in hand, and so that's the way that I feel, is that I feel a big sense of responsibility, which I've always felt as
mm,
a black actor.
mm,
Mm.
In Canada, where there's just not that many of us, and in the 90s, and I started in the 80s, and there was nobody. I was
mm.
the first black Canadian actor to have a major role on the big stage out in Stratford. The
Wow.
first. I was the first black actress to have a principal ongoing role in a
Mm,
Canadian television series.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
So it's been wonderful to watch it change. And I remember I got highly annoyed at one point because they were I talked to a lot of people as one of the successful black actors, and this is successful not in terms of money, because
Ah,
I love theater so much, I've never made a lot of money. If I wanted to do that, I should have left Toronto a long time ago and gone to LA. But that wasn't what I was in it for. Um, anyway, but yeah, I've kind of lost my train of thought, but it has always been really important to know that you are a representative of something. And I've always felt a deep-seated sense of responsibility. Um, um, and now it's just magnified
mm,
1,000 times. So, but on the other hand, now I am part of a pantheon. Now it is easy to establish the shoulders on which I stand. And we're not alone. We're surrounded. And oh yes, when I got highly annoyed
Oh.
was when I was talking to a bunch of kids they were at the National Theatre School in Canada,
Mhm.
and they were all complaining. And they were like, "Oh, nothing has changed like since the 60s, and we can't get these roles, and we can't get these sweetheart, sweetheart." As somebody, I remember when I auditioned for a show in Canada called Night Heat. And
Mhm.
I've told this story before. And my hair was kind of like this. It just wasn't as thin in parts. But my hair was like this neat little natural thing. And I went in and I auditioned, and I was kind of happy with my audition. And the guy who was auditioning me, he sat there and he went, "Oh my God, you're good. You're good. You could do some things. I would advise that you consider investing in some wigs, because there's just no way that people are ready for that kind of do that you have there.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
not everywhere is Toronto. You recognize you got to play out to the prairies, right?
Mm.
So
oh my
get
God.
some wigs, get some nice. And so I had to tell the kids, we have gone in the span of my professional career from where somebody was telling me to invest in wigs so
Mhm.
that I could
Mm,
play something on Night Heat, to
Mhm.
where I played a judge on a
Mm.
show with dreads.
With dreads. Come
oh my,
on.
pull up.
With the locks.
So
Yes.
little children, little boy, little girl, don't be telling me about things have not changed. It may feel that way to you.
Mm.
We I remember back in the day, in the 80s, you did not, in Canada. Now remember, I'm from Canada. This is not
Mhm.
the States.
Mhm.
You could watch TV all night and
Yeah.
not see a single black person.
Mhm.
Oh,
We
heck.
did not drink beer. We did not eat in restaurants,
Mm.
apparently,
Wow.
Mm.
be- because we weren't represented in any of the ads.
Mhm.
You know, maybe a fried chicken. You might find us in a
Mm.
KFC ad,
I'm saying
maybe,
cool stuff.
but otherwise nothing. And
Mhm.
I said, you've gone from that to where we simply were not, we didn't use shampoo, we didn't use feminine hygiene products, we didn't do anything because we just weren't represented on
Mhm.
TV in any of these ads. I remember the day that I walked into a Canadian Tire, which is a huge national hardware store up
Mhm.
here, and I saw this banner, and it was in the seasonal section, and the banner was a dad and his kid fishing
Mhm.
because they were trying to sell their seasonal stuff. That's where you went to get your stuff. And they were both black. And if anybody had seen me in the store, I'm literally looking up at this banner with my mouth like this going, "What's the catch? What's the catch? They're gonna tell you when your dad gets out of jail,
Oh God.
Wow.
or
I feel
Enjoy
you.
your time with your dad while you have him. Like something.
Yeah. At least you have a
something."
dad.
But
Yeah.
there
Like,
wasn't. There wasn't. It was
Mm.
just we had finally come to the point
Mm.
that's a
where, They were selling stuff to white folks
Mm,
using black folks. And
Woo!
these kids did not understand that that didn't used to happen.
right.
So yes, there's still things to complain about, and no, things never move fast enough. But have things changed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Wow.
yeah.
I
So
think that that's why these conversations are so important, and I think we're both really grateful that you took the time to talk to us because as good as these things seem now, or maybe as sometimes they seem
bad.
challenging now, we still need more representation. We still need these conversations to happen. We wouldn't know where we came from if
Mm,
revisionist history happens all the time and they're trying real hard to change
very
the way
hard.
things were. I'm so happy that we're able to have these conversations so that we can hear directly, no, it was not sweet back then. We worked to get where we are now. So yep, still things to complain about, but don't think that it's been this good because it has not been.
It has not been. It has not been. And there are shoulders that we stand on. And if my shoulders are of any use to anybody to stand on, then they are here. But we have been kicking down doors
Mm,
for a while. And yes, we have a far, far way to go, but it's a lot better. And I just, yeah, that revisionist history. Yeah, it was all right. We've been okay. We've been singing since the cotton fields and the cane
Oh
fields.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's all been good. Oh yeah, what are you complaining about? What's it? That was also long ago. No, no,
oh
no,
yeah. Slavery was a
no.
choice.
In
That
my
whole time.
lifetime, I have seen
mm,
a tremendous amount of change, and we still got a ways to
mhm.
go.